All right, let me tell you what's going on right now. Let me tell you what's going on. I got a lot of people going hysterical. Very, very educated, thoughtful, intelligent people. I got a guy, tells me now, and he's been short the whole time, and he's been sending me emails, with his logic or rationale for being short, which I thought was very reasoned and very thoughtful. And now he's just saying, I'm getting out, I'm going long, I got to buy this market no matter what, because the Dow is not going to stop until it hits 30,000. How he comes up with 30,000, I have no idea. That is a very, very educated man. I'm getting out, I got to get in, it's going to 30,000. You can't chase it, people. You can't chase it. I would have been more impressed if he said, I'm getting out and sitting on the sidelines. I don't understand what's going on. I'm not comfortable. I can't handle it. I'm going to ring the bell. I'm going to sit on the sidelines, maybe get back in at another time. But it's going to 30,000. Why 30,000? I have no idea. People, you cannot chase. You cannot chase. You cannot be emotional. You cannot lose your head when everyone else around you is losing theirs. Today, we saw retail sales were negative in June. Negative. There weren't any retail sales. We saw the Atlanta Fed lower its second quarter GDP estimate down to 2.4%. Do you know where they started out as a forecast for the second quarter? At 4.7%. They're down to 2.4%. By the way, my second quarter GDP forecast never wavered. It was 1.7%, and all the official forecasts are gravitating towards that. Dow going to 30,000. I'm getting out. I'm going long. That's it. I can't take it. That is an emotional decision. Even if it ends up to be right, that is an emotional decision. You are reinforcing behavior that is not going to pay off. It's not going to pay off in the long term. It is going to kill you. That is not detachment. That is not mental game. Now, I said earlier in a video that you have to, you don't have to, but you should do this little thought experiment that I gave you. You have to say with conviction and say it as if you really believe it, the stock market will never have a correction again, ever. I mean, we know the history of the stock market. We know why people lose. There's corrections all the time and they sell out. I don't know, people. I really don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I could say, if I were going to give myself a critique, then it was the critique would be that I focused too much on the growth rate in the fiscal flows as opposed to the outstanding amount of flows. But so what? Let me give you another example. First Solar. I told you I had First Solar. We started buying First Solar, FSLR, at 47. It went down to 25. I had everybody mocking me, everybody telling me how that was a dog. It wasn't going to do anything. Guess where it is? It's at 43. And we bought it all the way down. All the way down. At 25, I had a guy tell me, hey, Mike, somebody told me it's going to 15. Oh, okay, if you think that's where it's going, then sell it. Go short. It's back to 43. We're making a ton of money on that position. It's going to be at 47. It's going to be at 70 at some point. Gilead Sciences, a lot of you were mocking me on that one. It went down into the 60s, the low 60s. We were in there starting at 80, but we bought it down. It's back up to 72, 71, 72. Making money on that. They move around. Everything moves around. Everything moves around. You go, you chase. You're doomed. Maybe this time it'll work out for you. So let's see. We got second quarter GDP being revised lower and lower and lower on the estimates. We have no retail sales in June. A contraction in retail sales. You got the banks barely hitting their numbers, and then they're saying, well, JP Morgan did all right. But then they're giving you forward guidance that they're lowering down. And they're not hitting their revenue numbers. They're hitting their bottom line, but they know how to do that. They know how to manage expectations where they're always going to come in and beat the bottom line. So that's what you have. That's what you have. And yes, the stock market is going up. I can look at the numbers. I can see the numbers. I can see that the stock market is going up. But I've given you examples. Where was the British pound 2-3 days ago at 128? Everybody said, oh, that's it. You know, they had what was it? Some political stuff over there. The whole Brexit thing was back in question. Oh, it's not going to happen. Remember when they said it was going to happen and they hated that? And now when they say it's not going to happen, they hate that. But where is it now? Almost at 131 to the dollar. I told you that the British pound is going to recover everything. When the British pound had that flash crash last October that brought it down to 113, or brought pound to the dollar down to 113, I said that'll never be seen again. Everybody said, yeah, it's going to go back down there. It's at 131. All right? After the Macron victory, what did I tell you about the euro, which was at 108? I told you it was going up. Nothing's going to stop it. It's almost at 115 right now. A couple of days ago, dollar yen above 114, almost 115. I saw all the genius pundits out there saying, oh, the dollar's finally catching a bid. Where is it now? 112. I said I was shorting it there. I said I was shorting it there. What more do you want, people? What more do you want? What more do you want? All right? The gold went down to what, 1204 or something like that? I had some joker on here posted up, oh, I listened to Mike Norman and I bought some gold and the dollar and the gold dropped out right underneath as soon as I bought it. He's a great contrarian indicator. Where is it now, 1230? That guy should thank me. He's making money because of me. Where is it now? You see what I'm saying? You got to keep your head when everybody around you is losing theirs. I don't know how many times I got to repeat this stuff. All you people, you chase. And the ones who don't chase, they sit there scared like it's never going to come back to them again. It's never going to come back to them again. You sit there scared. You sit there so scared. I am not scared. But you want to know something? It's okay to be scared. What is courage? You ever hear that definition? Courage is being afraid but doing it anyway. I'm not scared. Nobody could scare me. Nobody could scare me. All right? I look in the face of fear and I stare it right back down. Nobody could scare me. No thing can scare me. Nothing can scare me. Nothing can scare me. You get scared, you panic, you throw in the towel, Dow going to 30,000. Where does 30,000 come from? Nothing could scare me. Nothing could hurt me. Nothing could scare me. I have no control over the market, and neither do you. Guess what? Newsflash to all you people. You have no control. The only thing you have control over in this whole entire universe is your own self. And when you do things like that, that is not exhibiting control. That is not exhibiting control. When you say crazy things like that. Where does 30,000 come from? The only thing you have control over is yourself. That's it. I'm long dollar Canada. I'm getting killed. I don't like to use that language. I always tell you never to use that language. I'm obviously not getting killed. I'm alive and well. I cannot control dollar Canada. I can only control myself. And what am I doing? I'm managing that position. I'm averaging down. I told you I'm going to get out of that with a profit or break even at worst. I cannot control anything other than myself, and I choose to control myself. A lot of you don't. Most of you don't. 99.9% of you don't. You don't control yourself, and then you sit there wondering why it never works out. Oh, that system was no good. This system's no good. Mike Norman's no good. Nothing's any good. You can't control yourself. You cannot control yourself. It's all about, that's the only thing you can do in your life is control yourself. You have no control over anything else. Nothing. Just yourself. You better understand that. You better figure that out. Bye.